Hey, what's up, guys? Denise Ruiz here at NYC Comic-Con 2013. And of course, Comic Vibe is bringing everything to you right here, right now, with all the exclusives. And one of the big draws this year was definitely The Walking Dead. As you guys know, the new season is about to come out, and we were able to sit with the panel and hear some of the actors and their characters and what's coming up for this new season. So without further ado, check this out.
So please help me welcome to the stage, Robert Kirkman.
Can we just sit here and let them cheer for the next hour?
Welcome, you guys. Welcome to New York Comic-Con. This is so amazing to have you here. I know there's been a lot of anticipation. Honestly, I swear to God, I'm not saying this because I'm up here. There is so much amazing zombie action in the episode that I saw that you're going to see tomorrow night that I'm just excited for you to see it. So if you want to tell us a little bit about like where you started the energy from last season and where it's going.
Look, I think everyone would agree after the way we ended the second season, backing off in any way and slowing the pace down would have been a mistake. I think this is something that showrunner Glenn Mazzara, feels really strongly about. We kind of hit the ground running. I mean, what you just saw is the first, 3, 4, I don't know how many minutes of the show, and it just kind of goes from there, and it's just absolutely, nonstop. I mean, all these guys are running around hacking zombies up, and we really come back in a big way, and I'm really excited for all you guys to see it.
This is sort of the appetizer, honestly, and the main course comes after the credits.
By the way, congratulations to Neil and her who just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Woo!
It's so nice to see you.
Very nice to see you.
Break for you, like you get a couple days off. How's the season been so far?
It's been pretty intense this season. Just on your first question, the props guys, who are the most incredible fans of this show, as is the rest of the crew, on my first day of filming for this episode, they said there are more zombie kills in this episode than in the whole of season 1. So just to be specific, but filming, I made the fatal error this year of going into the writer's room and saying, what do you think Rick's breaking point is? Well, that's the worst thing I could have said. We find out this season, it's been brutal, it's been intense, it's been The Walking Dead, it's been full of love, it's been full of, the character development this season. I think because we jump forward in time, you meet this group of people and they have evolved beyond all recognition. Certainly this guy here. Chandler Riggs is killing it in every sense of the word this season.
happened last year and what happened with Dale and how you felt responsible. And so like just seeing in the first episode like blam, no regrets at all. Is Carl turning into an awesome killing machine?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's really cool for me to play more of a dark character because it's like playing what are you doing? It's like playing two different characters. You know, from season 1 to season 3, you can definitely see the changes. You know, from that, and it's really so much fun. And I mean, like Andy was saying, you know, it's just the group has is one now. You know, it's almost a telepathic thing. There was no dialogue in that, as you could see, and so it's really cool. You know, because it was just you get to see this kid, you know, trying to adapt to this world, and he's successfully done that. You know, and it's been tough for him, you know, getting past everything, you know, that he's had to go through, and it's just been so much fun. And I get to work with these amazing actors as well. You know. And we have, you know, a great writer Robert Kirkman, and we have an amazing producer Galen Hurd, like that. So it's just awesome to have this amazing show.
It's nice this season. When someone asks, where's Carl? This time we can say, he's in the house killing zombies.
Because, you know, at a certain point, you know, you kind of, as your father has to let you grow up at a certain point because, quite frankly, they need the extra hands shooting at things.
Yeah. I mean, like you said in a bunch of interviews, you know, it's just seeing the change from this child to boy soldier. You know, it's a really cool thing that you guys get to see in season 3 more of it, and it's awesome. It really is. This season 3 has to be the best season yet, I think. So.
LL Cool N, Ladies Love Cool Norman. You got a standing ovation for getting on a motorcycle, for God's sake. Come on.
It's a cool motorcycle. But hey, can I do something? Can I do something real quick?
Yes, you should.
Where's Mingus? My son Mingus is here. He's right here. But today is Mingus's birthday. So can we sing happy birthday?
Yeah!
Can we? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mingus. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Love you. How cute is that?
Happy birthday, dude. Mingus is 13 today, is that not correct?
That's right.
Ladies, that means he's a man today.
Thank you.
So, what's going to happen with Daryl? I mean, what do you see? What do you see developing?
Well, I mean, I think he would do anything to help keep these people alive. But you know, he's been away from, you know, the enforcement of his big brother over there. So yeah, and I mean, they're both always looking for each other, and they love each other in this messed up way, but I think he feels value in these people relying on him, and I think this is his new family, and I think he'd do anything to keep them alive. And he's more sensitive and he's more aggressive at the same time.
Well, he's a survivor. I mean, like even kind of growing up in what you assume is his family life in this kind of hostile redneck environment, which is. Goes without saying, but and then just adapting and sort of survival instincts. I mean, like he's kind of the heart of the group in a way.
Well, I mean, I think Rick is sort of becoming the brother that he lost, you know, with Merle. And are you blushing? Are you blushing right now?
I'm a little embarrassed, yeah.
We have this thing. He and I look at each other sometimes, and I'll go, "Love you," and his response is, "Fuck you." A lot of that in season 3. Yeah.
I think everyone was I think the number one question we had in the first 2 seasons of Walking Dead, and certainly our first season of Talking Dead, is when's Michonne gonna get there? We announced that you denied Rubira, where the Michonne, and you kicked so much ass in this episode. What has the experience been like for you coming into this like established cast story show? How do you feel?
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, you come out, you look at this. I mean, this is like totally the icing on the cake. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, the sort of love and joy that, you know, stepping into the show brings, you know, it's just been, it's an amazing thing to step into. It's such an excellent product as is, you know, and so getting to be a part of it was really, it's kind of been a thrill ride for me. So yeah, I've been having a really, really great time. It's been an intense, brutal joy. So I'm having a blast.
I think next year you're going to.
No, I'm not from Brooklyn. But I love it. If I move back to New York, that's where I'm moving to. Fort Greene.
People just shout out to Seaon for no reason.
Oh, really? I'm like, I'm. Harare.
But I think next year it's going to figure out because you're going to start to see more and more Michonne cosplay. You know, because she's such a strong character, and she's another like Daryl, like just such a survivor. You know, what do you think her path was by the time we see her in the show?
I think she's been through some stuff where, you know, it's really kind of that, I think the moment that people go through when they're actually become survivors. I think of Michonne as a bit of a thriver, you know, getting from pre-apocalyptic world to post-apocalyptic world. Whatever happens there is something where it's like you do or you die. And I think her choice to do, it was like a very intense, powerful choice that, you know, allowed her to kind of recreate herself into a formidable force in this realm, you know, and one that just is not going down without a fight and is going to figure out how to actually make the realm work in her favor, or at least, you know, make sure she's, you know, she's ahead of the game. You know, she's always thinking 3, 4, 5 steps ahead, you know, and that's kind of really thrilling to get to step into, because it's, you know, she's an intense chick.
Not just, not just Michonne cosplay, but I think you'll see Michonne cosplay with the pets, like dragging the pets behind her. What do you see?
Oh, I have a pet! Hey! Peace. Oh. That looks good. That looks good. You look good. No arms. You gotta cut off the arms, brother. Yeah, that too.
What do you think the role of the pets is? What do you see in that?
I see them as a lot of things. I mean, we'll get into that as we go through, you know, getting to know Michonne. But I think, you know, Danai, like, I think that is so masterful on her part, because she figures out that, you know, firstly, zombies are the lesser, you know, living form, non-living living form, and she figures out how to use them to her advantage. You know, I mean, like, she's smarter, so I'm going to use them to my advantage. I'm going to take off their jaws, then they can't bite me, take off their arms, and I'm going to make them my pack mules, and I'm going to make them pets I don't even have to pet or feed. So, you know, she's just really smart, you know, it's strategic. So from Danai's perspective, I'm like, that's just really smart, you know, like, capitalize on them. You make use of them. They're not as smart as you.
I want to be a mule. Do you hear that guy?
Come see me after.
I'm warning you, you don't want to say that, because I would totally take you up on that.
Just play.
She told me to read her. Can we show your bags? No, please. David Morrissey also. The governor is the other character that people were super excited to see. You know, people, like a lot of things we heard on the show last season. Michonne, when we get to prison, and when's the governor showing up? And you're that guy. So how has it been for you? Do you see the governor as an evil character?
It's an interesting term, evil, isn't it? It's depending on what you want it to be. I mean, I don't know whether anyone says that about themselves. You can say that about someone. So I've got to understand the guy. Robert wrote a fantastic book called The Rise of the Governor. And that is my starting point for my governor. That's where he comes from. And then when you pick him up in the graphic novel, there's a lot of time between that, the Rise of the Governor story finishing and that story beginning. And we examine the time in between, I think, in the TV series this season. So yeah, there's a lot of gaps in time between those two stories. So I'm right in the middle of that, really.
He's evil.
He's not gonna come out and say it.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us, if anything, about the community that you're running?
He runs a community called Woodbury, and it's a great place if you abide by the rules. And you know, it's secure. You know, it's a secure place in a very insecure world, and that's his big thing. You know, if you want to be in my community, then you have to abide by my rules. If not, then you can get out there and take your chances, really. So you know, he's a leader that I think some people might recognize, and he's a good guy. I like him. He's great. You should have him over. I mean, you know, yes, he might be recognizable to certain people. No, he's. I'm really buzzed about joining the show. I mean, it's just a great. I came to the show as a huge fan, and to work with these people is fantastic. And the governor's a great guy to play. But yeah, it's going to be interesting about how he lands out there with you lot. It'll be interesting.
Hey, Michael Rooker, what's up, dude?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. People love Merle.
Hey, guys. Hi, everybody.
What is it, you know, I think a lot of people, like if you lived in that world, you'd be like, Merle's a jerk, but people love Merle. What do you think it is, the essential quality about Merle?
What do you mean? What do you mean you would think Merle's a jerk?
Oh, I take it back.
I think if you lived in that world, you would think, I'm gonna hang out behind this cat. You know, yeah.
And so what, you can't say anything about anything, though. So
I can say a lot of stuff. Go ahead, ask me a question.
Say something that you know you're allowed to say.
I'm a tough asshole. I'm all about love and peace now. I've changed my ways.
He says with a sneer. We're going to be able to take some questions in a minute, so if you guys want to line up. Okay.
Oh! Line up slowly!
Yeah.
Slowly line up.
Hey, whatever, their kids are bigger than they are. Knock them down. Kids. I also wanted to, Glenn Mazzara, who couldn't be here, you mean where's Glenn Mazzara, or do you mean Steve, where's Glenn Steve Young?
There's two ends.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I've got a letter from Glenn Mazzara. How's that? Is that close enough? Okay. Glenn couldn't be here because he's working, so he wrote this note, which I will try to do with my best Glenn. Dear Walking Dead fans, I know it's been a long summer, but the wait is finally over. Thank you so much for your patience and dedication. You are really the greatest fans in the world. We're so excited to bring you a new season packed with thrills, chills, and zombies. Lots of zombies. I hope you love it as much as we love making it for you, Glenn Mazzara. Thanks, Glenn. Thanks, Chris. I love
Hey, that was good.
Ultra on the day quality that you have about you. Where's T-Dog?
He was up there.
You can't just make someone president by shouting out their name.
If only.
All right, he's president now. Let's start over here, and we'll get through as many of these questions as we can, because I know you guys waited a long time. Hey, dude, what's your name?
Justin.
What is your question?
It's basically for everyone. Will there be the raid at the prison like in the comic? And will
We can't answer that.
And will all the crazy stuff happen?
I can say there will definitely be a lot of crazy stuff that happens. I can't say specifically which crazy stuff will happen, but a lot of it.
Yeah. This way. I don't think you're going to be disappointed in any way.
Also, you shouldn't be watching this show.
I read the comics too.
That horrifies me, I tell you.
Where your parents.
I'm gonna clean those comics up just for you.
Are you a lot older than you look?
Yes.
Okay.
He's 37.
Let's see. How old are you?
12.
Okay.
You look 12. What are you talking about?
I read them when I was 10. I read the comics when.
I don't even know what to say
Wait,
to
hold
that.
on. Yeah, when I was 10. Yeah.
What is your question, sir?
Oh my God.
Oh, wait, turn the microphone on. Oh, there you go.
My question is for Chandler. Like, since Sophia died in season 2, would you like another kid or say a girlfriend?
Well, I'm trying to say this without spoiling anything. There's Beth. Beth is 17, and Carl is 13. Might see a little bit of that. Maybe.
A little bit of that.
Son.
Yeah. Hi.
Dude.
Maybe.
That was. Do you know how creepy that question would have been if you were like 30 years old? That would have been so creepy. I'm so glad you're like 10. Hey, so now that Sophia's not in the picture, what's gonna happen?
Where's Carl?
Whole new meaning.
Yeah.
Hey, man, what's happening?
Hey, I'm apparently out of the age demo for this show, it seems, all of a sudden. My question's for Rob and Gail. I really like the web series that you guys released between seasons. I was just curious if you end up doing a third one, have there been discussions about doing a story that's maybe running concurrently with what's happening on the series, like it would be released as the season's airing?
I think that because those are produced separately, we try to keep those as separate vignettes, something that teases the world and gets people excited about the return of The Walking Dead, but doesn't necessarily steal story from the actual show. And we like that those are their own separate thing, and we think they've turned out pretty cool. So we really like them.
Yeah, and all credit to Greg Nicotero for he won an Emmy for writing the webisodes, and not only has he directed them, but he's directed 3 episodes this season of the show.
Yeah. Well, and also, the comics and the television show are on completely separate production paths as well.
Yeah. I mean, the comic runs, yeah.
Yeah, so it's no. Sorry.
There's a comic. You should all buy it.
Greg's got a full-time job on the show.
Yeah.
He has to do that in the off season.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so even younger children. Is there a toddler or a fetus who has a question for the show that they should be watching?
My question is for the actors, I guess.
Sure.
If you
let's call them
a second
actors.
choice of a weapon, what would it be?
If you could what?
Have a second choice as your favorite weapon?
Oh, okay.
Flamethrower. Thank you very much. British?
Maybe the Lancer for any Gears of War fans out there. All right,
Wish I knew what that meant.
The Lancer is it's a machine gun with the chainsaw on the bottom.
Everyone should have
Yeah, I know. But
He's been doing this all season to me.
What about you, Norman?
Wow.
You totally have a shot with that girl.
I don't know, bazooka maybe. I don't know, something loud. I don't know.
Something loud. What do you think? I mean, you're asking deny the weapon of choice.
Wrong panel. Wrong panel.
Maybe Lucy Liu or something like that.
Denai, you have the perfect weapon in my opinion.
Yeah, I just can't think of a better one, honestly. It's just like more
katana.
Maybe a second to back up the katana. That's about it.
Yeah.
I'd have him. That's who I'd have. Yeah, I'd have him to do all my fighting.
brother.
Yes, Chuck Norris would be an amazing weapon
Chuck
to have.
Norris. Yeah,
hold
that'd
him up.
be good. Just for the fun value. Yeah, that'd be great.
What do you think? What do you think, Rooker?
About what?
What weapon do you want? Oh, you're it. You're the
time
weapon
gets on
too.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time it gets to me, I've already forgotten what the question was. If I wanted another weapon besides myself?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I always thought that I could have an apparatus that goes on the arm that was sort of like, you know how the World War II bazookas were, you put on your shoulder? Yeah, just a little bazooka that, What?
Throw some.
Never mind. Never mind. Bazookas, no, you guys are too young for bazookas. How about a rocket launcher? Yeah,
Wait,
there we go.
who's too young for bazookas? Like, you kids don't know about bazookas, damn
You don't know.
kids.
Come on, kid. Do you know what a bazooka is?
In my day.
Right on. All right.
Get off my lawn. What's your question?
So this one's for Andrew. I'm actually here with my mom today, and she's a super dedicated fan. She actually has a giant Walking Dead tattoo that goes all the way around her leg. And she just wanted to know your opinion on it, if you wanted to see it and stuff. It's right here. You're in it.
It's on the leg.
It's right here, yeah.
Okay,
She has to stand up. She's nervous.
Just
but-
in case my wife is on the internet, I'm just going to say it's on her leg.
Maintain control.
Oh my God, put your pants back on, ma'am. No, I can't believe what's happening right now that none of you can see.
I don't even want to see it if I'm not on it.
Never in all my years of Comic-Con have I seen such a display. Actually, from our point of view, it does look weird.
What a cheap way to get a cop of a feel. Come on.
I think that girl may win Daughter of the Year. What
I
do
think
you
so. With that classic pickup line, my mom's got your face on her leg.
That is a first.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Erin.
Top that.
I just need to say quickly, Norman, your eyes are beautiful.
Norman, your eyes are beautiful. Yes, I'm saying that.
Norman, your eyes are beautiful.
And
No! Oh, yay!
They look just like your older brothers.
my question is, I guess for Robert, did you ever expect for like Daryl's character, since he's not from like the comics, did you ever expect him to become such like an icon for the show? Because he's so big and loved.
Well, because he's not in the comics, I actually dislike him and don't pay attention to him whenever he's on screen. So
I agree.
I don't know anything about Daryl Dixon, but no, it's actually working on the comic and working on the show. Working on writing for Daryl Dixon and Merle Dixon and some of the characters that don't appear in the comic are kind of the most fun for me. I really like getting in there and it's doing something new, and the fact that the show has these new elements added in, I think is really awesome, and it makes the show that much cooler. And they definitely add quite a bit.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm totally not kidding. An even younger girl has taken.
That's amazing.
What is your question, madam?
Mine is for Chandler Riggs.
Of course. Now that Sophia's out of the picture.
Would you marry me?
when you saw Shane as a walker, did you want to kill him?
Whoa, that's a badass question.
Well, that night, it was cold. It was about, what was it? Like 19 degrees. 19 degrees, yeah. It was freezing, you know, and it was, I can't really say if I wanted to kill him or not. I'm trying to think. So, let me think. Well, I mean.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I thought he got bitten. I mean, I
You
didn't.
slept with Mom.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God, ultimate spoiler alert.
That's cold.
There's some hurt
man.
feelings.
That's cold.
There's some hurt feelings. Listen. Listen,
I can't
Rick
believe you
is,
said that.
Did I just say that?
We have social
Did I say it
services
out
in
loud?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Replay that.
Forgive me.
Rick's still processing a lot of those feelings. You slept with your mom. That's classic. But you didn't know. I mean, like, this guy is basically your uncle.
Yeah, I
And-
mean, he's.
Whoa, sorry.
Okay, so I mean, I guess I wanted to shoot him. You know, by then I realized that I couldn't, you know, still live in this world without, you know, turning into a man. I guess.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean.
What?
But.
Oh, wait. I have an awesome question. If Rick got bitten, would you shoot him?
Yes.
Whoa, no hesitation. No hesitation.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's what you got to do.
That's my boy.
Well, thank you for your.
Would you want to suffer?
What?
Would you want to suffer a horrible death of being
That's a very
bitten?
good question. Thank you. It's a mercy killing.
It is a mercy killing.
Very nice. Thank you.
What is your question?
Hi, my question's for Norman. I just wanted to know why you think Daryl spent so much time and effort looking for Sophia in season 2.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, there's a backstory of Daryl being an abused kid and being left on his own. And I think, you know, in this circumstance, he's trying to figure out who he is, sort of for the first time. And I think he felt if he could clear that up, he could clear some things up in himself. So I think it became very important. And also, Melissa's character, Carol, they sort of gravitate towards each other because they're both damaged people. So I think there was a kindred friendship there that he tried extra hard to keep. Does that make sense?
Doesn't it feel? I feel like, and I haven't seen anything that would suggest this, but it just feels like there is a chemistry brewing between the two of you.
Well,
Daryl and Carol.
I mean, you know, I just think that Daryl has no game at all. You know, I think if there's gonna be a kiss or something, I think someone's gonna make the move on him, and he's gonna be like, you know. I don't want him to, you know, rip his shirt off and, you know, push somebody up against a tree. You know what I mean?
Oh man!
Come on. I mean, it's gotta, like, you know, Gail was talking about it earlier. It's gotta evolve to that. I think if it's before it's ready, then, you know, he's just gonna cry.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
It's love, man. It's not an owl you can shoot.
Yeah. You know, and, I mean, I just can't see him cuddling. You know what I'm saying? Not yet. You know. So.
All right. What is your question, ma'am?
My name is Priscilla, and my question is, will we ever know what actually happened to Sophia?
Oh. Yeah.
She died.
I mean, how did she turn into a zombie?
A zombie bit her.
Like, how?
In the woods.
And then she was put in a barn. I mean, honestly, all joking aside, you know, most of the story is there, and you know, as a writer, you know, we try to, you know, put events, you know, in front of you, and we like that there is some interpretation left, you know, that you can imagine, like, how long was she in the woods, you know, how long did it take for Otis to find her, you know, how did Otis get her into the barn without anyone else knowing that she was there, and you know, there are little things that, you know, are just kind of fun little bits of information out there that, you know, you can kind of imagine for yourself.
Thank you.
Sure. Yes.
Hi, my name is Noor, and this is a question for all of you. Let's just say the zombie apocalypse happened tomorrow. What would be the first thing you guys do?
Get away from this building and all these people. This would be the worst place to, like, like one person domino effect. Like, it's 100,000 New Yorkers.
I mean, and plus it's like people are here dressed up in zombie costumes.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't know who is.
That would be the worst.
Yeah.
It's a minefield.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Shoot 'em. We don't have a gun. We don't bring our guns with us. But.
Yeah. What do you? What? David Morrissey, since you're new, like, what is your zombie plan? What is your zombie?
I'd just head straight for Woodbury. That's where you want to go. That's zombie-free zone. You know, you just get in there. You know, our taxes are good. You know, when it comes to, we've got a very good plan for the future. You know, it's you want to come with you want to come to me. You want to come and live in my place.
All right.
I think I'd definitely clear on a Dodge, for sure.
What is your name, sir?
Hello, my name's William. I had a question for Norman. What is it like to have your brother back on set, and do you think it's going to change your character back to maybe being a little more unlikable?
A little more what?
Unlikable.
Well, I mean,
Don't get me wrong, you have beautiful eyes.
You mean more unlikable than he already is? I mean, the poor guy.
well, I mean, yeah, I think, he's going to revert back a little bit to the little brother. But I keep saying he's kind of like your drunk uncle you take to a Christmas party. Like, shut up, dude, shut up, But yeah, there'll be a little bit of that for sure. And that gets tested quite a bit in season 3.
And you're great, Michael Rooker. Don't take no offense.
He's the best.
Yeah, right, buddy. Right on, my friend. Right on.
Yes, your question.
Hi, my name is Alexandria, and and this is a question from an actor to the actors, so for the whole cast. I was wondering, what was your process with your character analyzation and within the development of your character from the first season to the new season? Obviously, Carl has changed so much in the books, and I'm just wondering how everyone has exactly changed, and what was your process within getting into that character?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that really attracted me to play Rick is the fact that, and I think Robert says it very eloquently, is it's about change. These characters, you change. If you don't change, you die. If you don't adapt into this world, you die. And for an actor, starting at a place where a man wakes up in a hospital and has no clue what the world is now, and discovering it, the first season felt very much like a linear sort of, this is the new world now, and people were processing that. The second season was very much for me, a struggle for leadership. And this season, the show opens up, and you have a clash of, two camps and two men and two ideologies. So, and it's one of the most exciting things, I think, in the novel, in the book as well, is the fact that you get, the zombies sort of become less of a threat than the actual human threat. And certainly, I think that I'm going to the dark side this season, and it's been for me.
Dictatorship.
Yeah, I've been waiting to do this. I go crazy, and I'm still kind of there. So I'm having. Oh, really? You still love me crazy? Have you got a tattoo? How much do you love me?
Uh-oh, that's a fair question. I mean, it is, Rick really did, like, the time for being sensitive, like, he just broke a little bit at the end of, like, okay, sit down and shut up, basically.
Yeah, it was great. Loved doing that. All this whining, you know what I mean? It's a zombie apocalypse,
Well, I think what's really great, though, is on a lot of shows, no matter how long they run, the characters tend to just like, well, these are the characters, and you kind of know how they're going to react in this situation. But particularly because the environment is as hostile as it is, you have a storyline where the characters are constantly evolving.
I think that's right. I think that you know, it's terrible when we lose characters like John Bernthal. You know, Shane. What an amazing actor. And yeah, man. And Jeff DeMunn, you know, and Andy Rothenberg. You know, Jeff DeMunn's in the house. What's up?
Hey, there he is. Oh, standing in line.
That's amazing.
My question is Dale going to come back?
But it is, you know, I think it's true. It will be the enduring strength of the show is that we can kind of reinvent ourselves. You know, people kill off and then the group dynamic changes and the show changes. And it's a terrible loss when you lose great friends. And, you know, I stabbed them in the chest and my son shoots them in the head.
Well, the leg's done.
But, you know, I mean, I love the fact that it keeps evolving, keeps moving on. And I think that, you know, yeah, it's just about honoring the story that Robert wrote, you know, and just telling that story and keeping it true and real, you know.
Excellent. Yeah, and I mean, it's hard changing from just, I mean, we all sat down in your house and we talked about the past, however long it was, you know. And it was just, we were thinking about how we would be able to do this, you know. I mean, some of the scenes in season 3, I mean, I read the script and I didn't know if I'd be able to do it, you know. And I mean, it was really, some of these scenes are really, really hard to film. And I just didn't know how it would work out and how I would be able to do this. And
he nailed it, by the way, every single scene.
It's funny, you know.
Oh, and by the way, I hate your shirt.
Oh, come on.
What does it say?
You secretly love it. You know you do. You know you do.
I actually have I have a shirt like that someone gave to me at a convention. It's a Where's Carl shirt. So.
Oh well, that's
I've actually
even better.
wore it too. So.
Oh. Thank you.
It's funny, every time, Chandler, every time you talk, like, there's a little bit of snickering because no one your age is as articulate as you are. Like, you start talking and people are like, he's totally smarter than me. Like, it's... what is your name, sir?
My name is David, and Denai, I gotta say, you are awesome in Treme.
Oh, thank you.
My girlfriend and I love you. And my question is that, is there gonna be a cure, and is Walking Dead actually going to explain where?
Yeah, how does it end? How does The Walking Dead end?
Because I remember in The Talking Dead, you mentioned aspirin.
Yeah, we cure it in the opening of this season, and then it's just like picnics and, you know, people hanging out and doing laundry together and chatting.
And then there's a really hilarious zombie flashback episode when they think about the comedy adventures they've had together.
We just show clips.
Yeah.
Because they're stuck in an elevator.
Stuck in an elevator. He can't tell you that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but what I have heard you say about the comic before is that and I don't know anything about the show, but you said it's kind of not important. Like, the fact is, it's just the way the world is.
Yeah, I mean, fixing the problem, finding a cure, I mean, that to me would be incredibly boring. If these characters were having to go to a lab and study things that went on, and I mean, it would be a completely different show. This show is about these characters living day to day, finding supplies and surviving together, and that to me is much more engaging, and that's the kind of story that we want to tell.
Yeah. So that may never happen. What is your name, sir? Microphone.
Okay, no more questions from that line. You want to go to
shout it
while they fix that?
Sure.
Just yell it. Just yell it.
Everyone, shut up, shutting up.
Uh-huh.
You're not letting him talk.
That's it. Question for David. Yeah. Not an easy job.
His question was, do you think you've succeeded in playing the same twisted governor we've come to know and love?
Yeah, I think you're going to have to wait and see. I mean, I think, we've got 16 episodes coming out, so it's starting tomorrow, and I think that's the development of the Governor. You're going to have to see it. It is different from the Governor in the comic books, but it's no less out there. It's just different, I think. But I think it's very out there. I mean, it's quite, you're going to have to wait and see. I think with all these characters, when you equate them to the comic book, there's a sense that you're waiting for those scenes, waiting for that, whatever, the adventures that they go through. But, we're trying to deliver different things as well. So it's quite, without giving anything away, it's in the spirit of him. Definitely in the spirit of him.
But also, I mean, you kind of got to trust, you trust Kirkman and you trust the creative team, and you know that they're not going to bring a character on that's just like, like they're going to raise the stakes every season with each new character. So I would guess that it's probably going to exceed your expectations. That's my guess.
There's a lot of dark stuff on the horizon. Just be on the lookout. He's not going to be painting portraits and skipping down the streets of Woodbury. There's a lot of heavy stuff ahead.
Although I did want that. But.
All right, I think just time for maybe one or two more questions. Yes, sir. I know. We should be here for 5 hours.
5 more!
What is your question, sir?
Well, I have the Dish Network, and
well, you probably should have the place where the show is. What's your question?
Why it's not on there anymore?
Why is it?
What?
Are all of our mics off now?
He wants to know why it's on Dish Network. That has nothing to do with us.
Oh, not on Dish Network?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's above all of our pay grades. But
yeah.
Are we booing Dish? Is that what we're doing?
If it were
Screw Dish.
Yeah. Page 1, Hollywood Reporter. Robert Kirkman says, extra. Listen, if it were me and I loved a thing that was not available on another thing, I would probably change the thing. That's what I would do, rather than waiting for everything to just fall into my lap. What is your question?
Hi, guys. My name is Sonia, and I'm from Queens, New York. And I have a question for Mr. Lincoln or Mr. Kirkman, either one. So with Lori gone in the comic book, I'm assuming this event will take place in the show. I'm sorry.
She said gone. That's all she said.
Is there a chance that there may be something brewing between Rick and Michonne or Rick and Andrea? Like, is there? I know you may not want to tell me that, but
listen.
Wait a minute, people. Wait.
Get her!
No, don't. They will if you tell them.
No.
Are you saying boo or boo earns? I was saying boo earns.
Burn her.
Look, there are events in the comic book, very big events that may be spoiled, that do occur. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to happen in the TV show this season or next season or at all, and that's kind of the beauty of the television show. So while that is something that does occur in the comic book, you can all, thank you. You can all watch safely, knowing that, even if you have seen these events happen in the comic, the television show is going to occur much differently and is going to be completely engaging.
I think one more question that will not inspire rage from the crowd.
All right. This is a question for all the actors. My name's Dave. Big fan of the show. Has anyone ever been injured on set while taking out a walker?
Taken out
No one gets injured on this set.
Or what was the most serious injury, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, we all are injured all the time.
Yeah.
To be
No, it's very safe. What are you doing?
It's very safe. Nobody gets hurt.
We treat our actors well.
I broke a nail last week.
But, I mean,
it's a tough set. It's a tough set.
It's a tough set. I mean, that's the show we couldn't do this on a soundstage in Burbank. You know what I mean? So, we do it for real, and we all get hurt, and we pick ourselves back up, and slam another coffee, and do it again.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, and I think you do, but I went down and visited the set, and I really want you to understand the kinds of conditions, because a lot of people are like, oh, acting, that's not hard. I mean, they're literally like in the dead heat of the Atlanta summer, carrying weapons and fighting and melees. Like it is an intense, and you guys, you work like 6 days a week. I mean, it's insane. So I really hope you appreciate what they go through to make this show for you guys, because it's really intense.
I'll just say, I mean,
and this before we wrap it up.
I'll just say really quickly, you know, because like Michonne's a very active chick, and so you know, it was like, you know, stepping into her activity and her dexterity was like a little scary. But what's awesome is that, yeah, I've, you know, had my little, you know, issues with falling and whatever, and you know, I went to a chiropractor. He said, yeah, your hip bone's facing this way, your coccyx is facing that way. What the heck? But you know, he just click, click, and I was fine. But you know,
She said coccyx.
tailbone. Yeah, he doesn't have much game either. I'm playing. He really does. He has a lot, actually. One to watch out for. But it's really fun. I mean, when I go home and I'm like worn out, my body's aching, I feel like, you know, I earned my check. You know what I mean? So I love that. I love the rough and tumble.
Also, the guys who play as the walkers, they're throwing themselves around all over the place. I mean, the conditions they work in is just unbelievable. You know, we can't complain for the heat and everything else that we do. Those guys are just out there. They're fantastic. Everybody who comes in and plays those parts, they're wonderful.
You know what? I do a lot of physical stuff on a lot of shows that I've done. And this this show is just beautifully brutal.
So before we wrap it up, oh, first of all, I do want to say, Talking Dead comes back tomorrow night too. I'm actually leaving here and going to the airport. Oh my God, thank you! I love you so much. I think the way it's going to work is Walking Dead episode, repeat of that episode, and then Talking Dead. So I think that's how it's going to work tomorrow.
Love you!
I love you. I love you. But Gail, you wanted to say something before we wrapped it up.
You know what? All of us on the panel here are so lucky to be here with all of you. But we are one big family, and I'd really like you guys to give a shout out to Glenn Mazzara and the entire talented writing team. Our fantastic directors and our cast who aren't with us here, and the crew. So please.
Yes, Stephen and Lauren Cohan, and Lori Holden, and Sarah Wayne Khalid. Please have a huge hand for Robert Kirkman, Gail Ann Hurd, Andrew Lincoln, Chandler Riggs, Norman Reedus, Renai Gurriera, Dave Martin. Also Michael Rooker, and here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let the cast go, and then we're gonna end the panel by showing you once again, because it's so awesome and you need to see it on big screen, the trailer for season 3. So watch The Walking Dead tomorrow night. I'm headed back to LA, and I will see you guys. New York Comic Con 2012!